Hey guys, this is Rise with Collar once again doing set 3 of Lecaf Oz versus STX Seoul. The first match has already been done, very exciting. Haya versus Washington, well not really that exciting, but a good game. And then the next game after that, set 2, was Jaedong versus Cal, which I actually commentated with Deathbed 210. I hope I did anyway. It may change by now, but so we don't actually know the results of set 2 as the recording of set 3 right here. So I don't spoil anything for when I do set 2. Anyway, this match is between ForGG versus Intercom, and some interesting stats on this matchup. ForGG is at a monstrous 72% win rate against Zerg. Com, on the other hand,
that is monstrous.
Yeah, that is 43% win rate against Terran. So already an uphill battle. Playing on Rush Hour 3. Rush Hour 3 biased towards Terran, 62% in favor of Terran in TVZ. And so I gotta say, it looks like an uphill battle for Com, but Com has some light at the end of the tunnel, potentially. Collar, you want to fill us in on his record for the year so far in Pro League?
Well, he's another one of these players who stepped up this year. One of the Zergs who stepped up and shown us that, you know, there are decent Zergs when the major Zerg players are sort of absent, like Luxury and July. Com is 14-8 this season on STX, and definitely he's been part of why they're doing very well this season. And meanwhile, though, ForGG is 8-3, so certainly not a slacker at all. If he was playing more games, he probably would have even better record. Both players are in the top 20 of all the Pro League players, and here we have ForGG in orange and Intercom in purple Zerg, of course. ForGG, very well known for defeating Jaedong in the finals of the MSL, I believe this was the Arena MSL, and certainly just impressing all of us there. He went through Flash and then went through Jaedong, really made a name for himself. And he's just a very solid Terran player. I don't know if he's exactly better than Flash right now, or perhaps he just isn't as big of a name, I guess, as players like Firebed Hero or Flash or even Lita, but he's certainly a very strong player, and I do expect good things out of him. Of course, he did manage to stomp over, this is not much of a spoiler, but he did stomp over Hyuk in the Pro League commentary I did of them with a mech build. So, you know, maybe he'll go mech on this map here, although it's not a terrible map for Medic Marines either.
Yeah, the one thing that's got to be mentioned about ForGG, while he's a pretty decent player and he has made it far, obviously winning a lot of games, he doesn't play all that many big names, with the exception of when he went to the OSL finals, or was it MSL? Sorry,
MSL
whatever
finals.
It was. MSL
Arena
finals.
MSL,
So.
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, he doesn't really take on and beat many high-level players, while Flash does. So I think that's one of the defining differences between the two. ForGG, yeah, he's definitely a solid player, but Flash, they always put the big names up against him, and you always see him playing, you know, the Jaedongs, the Bisus, the Storks, and he wins a good portion of those. So even if his record isn't as good, it's against higher-quality players in general. So I would argue that Flash is still the better player, although ForGG, like you said, he's not a slouch either. He's a very solid player, but I just I would imagine that in the TVT between the two, Flash might take out ForGG in, you know, a game today, but whatever, you never know. Anyway, it looks like for the meantime we're going to see a 12-hatch build from Intercom, and it looks like just a standard barracks opening for ForGG. A little early to say what he's going. I haven't seen enough of his base. Oh, he's got gas.
He's going gas.
He's got fast gas. Yeah, he's going to go probably a mech build, which will be pretty cool on this map. I think it's a good map to do it. It's pretty big openings in some areas and good choke points to really take advantage of that. And we'll see how that turns out for him.
Yeah, we're probably, you know, I'm going to make a guess right now. It would be a good map. Oh, and a bunker. This is off of a, I believe that was off of a 10 racks? Man, we've been talking too much. That's off of a 10 racks, yes, it is. So this is a very late bunker rush. I think it might be a fake, actually. I don't know if he's actually going to want to complete it, because there's very, very little chance of succeeding. Yeah, he's not going to complete it, so it's a fake. It was just meant to pull the drones off, and he'll probably cancel the bunker once it takes some damage. So a nice fake bunker rush there, because the timing was way off. That was a 10 racks. The timing for bunker rush is impossible. but he's going to go for it, actually. This actually, well, looks like he's actually gotten it down. So even though it was off of a 10 racks, he still manages off a 12 hatch to get it down. And looks like 4 Zerglings attacking it. The 2 SCVs repairing are gonna be enough, though, and the drones aren't attacking. So this is not good at all for Com. This is terrible for Com. I expected a little more preparation, perhaps, a little better reaction from Com. You know, if you watch Jadong, he doesn't suffer these bunker rushes as well. And oh man, he's following it up with a vulture. What I was gonna say was we're probably gonna see a vulture strategy here from ForGG, and it looks like the bunker goes down, but a lot of drones down. We're gonna see a vulture first, kind of like Up Magic played it against Cal. What's his name again? What was his name? Shine Cal. Yeah, Shine Cal in the OSL round of 36. But yeah, a vulture build here. It's really good follow up to it, and he actually will get into the base.
Oh, almost. Well, he doesn't quite get in, but the Sunken popping up just in time. The Zergling's able to block it off. It looks like he went for a fast expansion himself in the meantime. Now that he's got this advantage, he wants to try to seal the deal. He was able to take out, I think, about 4 or 5 drones with only 1 Marine in that bunker. It's got to be mentioned. Yeah. He took out 4 Lings and two or three drones that were attacking the bunker, and he took out a couple before that. So very effective use of 150, 200 minerals that he spent on the bunker and a couple of Marines and even the repairing. So we are going to see a second factory coming down. He's upgrading something. I don't know what it is yet. I don't think it could be mines, but at this point, or speed. He doesn't really have any more vultures pumping out quite yet. I'd like to see. All right, he does. He has about 3 on the field now. So we are probably going to see both speed and mines. I imagine we'll see speed first. I don't know. And then in the meantime, he's going to get up an armory as well. So he's probably going to start going both upgrades. +1 weapons probably, and go Goliaths or something like that, which at this point he's pretty far ahead, I'd say, in the amount of damage he was able to do. And that vulture able to attack from the back end, and he's taken out a couple of drones doing that, and now he's got 3 there, so no Lings are actually going to be able to do any damage. And either Com going to have to abandon mining from half of that base as he's doing right now, or he's going to have to get Hydras, which he's working on, or he's got to put down another Sunken, or a combination of all of the above. So at this point, ForGG with his working expansion, I think he's in a pretty good position.
Oh, he's in a massively, no question about it. It's going to take all Com has to be able to come back. I would almost say he should pretty much just GG at this point. He is so screwed. 2 hatch versus 2 hatch with no mining at the natural versus 2 base Terran with Goliaths and vultures and vulture speed also. So this is just looking terrible for Com. It should be mentioned that ForGG used this incredibly effectively. Not necessarily, he didn't actually do this many vultures because Hyuk blocked very well, but he went mass Goliaths, and it was just painful to watch Hyuk try to deal with it with Mutalisks and Zerglings. It was a total failure.
Oh, it's painful to watch Hyuk in the first place.
Yeah, that is true. He is painful to watch at times, but you know, at this point, really, ForGG can just mass Goliaths and win. He can mass tanks and win. He's got every option open. We're going to see most likely just mass Hydras off of 2 hatches, maybe Lurkers. It could be Lurkers here, but Lurkers are not good against mech. They really just aren't, especially once the Terran gets a couple of scanners down, they're basically not good. And you know, it's just really difficult to come back from this situation. Looks like a lot of Hydras moving out though, so it's kind of a timing attack. So it is kind of mass Hydras here off of two hatches, which isn't really mass Hydras. But I think if these vultures have mines, they'll be okay. On the other hand, though, there's not much at the base, so maybe this timing attack will actually work. A tank coming out though, and that could make the difference here.
Yeah, he's got 4 Goliaths and a tank, so he's going to be able to push this back pretty quick with only losing a couple of SCVs. And if he gets the vultures there, that'll be a pretty decent force to try to reckon with. And it doesn't look like it looks like he's going to kind of try to engage and just take some hits on some of the units, but not doing a good job, especially with the SCVs there to help throw some damage in the front of that. I don't think he's quite all in right now. I mean, he's going to be very shortly. He is going Hydra off 2 hatch. But I think he's going to try to transition. He's going to have to transition to at least more hatches or something else. And actually, he had a 3rd hatchery down at one point, and he must have canceled that early on when the bunker actually completed. So yeah, I forgot to mention that. Anyway, siege mode is now completed for that tank, and those Hydras are going to be pretty much ineffective at this point. He's got great positioning at his command center, and he's got plenty of Goliaths and vultures to block as the tank shells. And I'm sure he's going to be producing a few more. There's another one popping out right there. And I can only imagine that he's going to keep producing a bunch of glides at this point, and I think he's about to put down his third and maybe fourth factory as well. So 3 tanks out at this point. There's no way those Hydras going to get in. The third hatchery now going down, and oh, we're going to see a Queen's Nest. So it looks like he's learned a couple of things from the past games of Shine Cal and some other players, and he may go for just a variety of tech. We'll have to see if he does something as crazy as the game against Fantasy that Jadon played, where he went Queens. But, I mean, it'll be a little early to tell if he does that, but, man, that would be awesome, and I hope we do see some stuff like that from him.
Yeah, but Queens are not that good against Mech. He is playing it correctly by going to Hive early. I think that's what he is going to do. But, you know, at this point, he is so far behind that it might not matter at all. I think what he's going to try to do is just go to Hive, go get Cracklings, maybe some Defilers and Cracklings. I don't even see him going Lurkers at this point, though. But Defilers are quite good. Plague and Dark Swarm are the enemy of Terran Mech. And he's doing all he can, but there's really not much he can do. Those Hydras are trying to form some kind of weird line there, but tanks just blow that line to pieces. Yeah, that is not going to work. Those 5 Hydras are not going to hold anything. Okay, so some Lurkers actually coming out, so he is deciding to get some tech. He needs it, obviously. This will slow him down a little bit. This will slow ForGG down a little bit. Here we're seeing the early Hive here. Hive off of 2 bases, though, man, against Terran Mech. I guess he doesn't have a choice, basically. And these mines are lying everywhere. It's going to really deny him any real map control with the Lurkers. And their Vulture's going up. Oh, they're going to get in the base? Are they? No. Looks like the drone's doing a good job of blocking there. Nice work, but these Lurkers are only going to be a temporary deterrent here. Once the scans go up, I mean, I just don't see him lasting very long this game.
I think even before that, once the 5th factory gets down and he starts producing, look at that force already. I mean, he can almost move.
Wow.
Oh, Lurker hold, Lurker hold, Lurker hold. He is hidden, and he's going to get a lot of shots off, although he's got too good of a surround on him, and so those units are going to go down quick.
This is why Lurkers suck. Did you see that? I don't think he lost anything.
No, he lost like 2 Goliaths, and that was it. Man, but you know, the spider mines
don't do well against Mech.
if it weren't the Mech, though, it'd be the spider mines taking him out because he couldn't move through them at any of them. I mean, what is it? 1 shot on a Lurker for a spider mine, or 2?
It's 2, but barely 2. 1 shot in anything will kill off a Lurker.
1 shot in an SCV.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. 1 shot in SCV, but this is, you know, absolutely why Lurkers are not that good. I mean, I know why he did them, because he had to. He felt like, I need to do something to slow him down, but it just has no chance right now. Defiler's Man coming out, so actually Lurkers plus Dark Swarm is actually okay. It's not great, but it's okay. But against Mech, you want to have lots of bases. Obviously, he has no ability to get lots of bases because he's hemmed in, and he's been really behind. He's had to build tons of units this game to just stay in the game. And, you know, Ultras and Cracklings are very good, too, against Mech. But, you know, at this point,
not
you can't
off 2
afford
bases.
any of them. He's got... Yeah, exactly. You can't afford any of those. So I guess he is going to go for this Dark Swarm Lurker combination, but splash damage kills Lurkers pretty well, too, you know, so... It's just very rough here for Com. But, you know, I give the guy credit. I mean, he is sticking in this game. It is for his team, so he is going to stay in, hang tough, and, you know, lose in the end, but at least stay in for a while.
I love how the Lurkers that burrow on those areas of the space maps are impossible to see even with scan. Like, how do you even notice that? You got to look at the mini map to know they're there. So I mean, it's pretty clever to burrow them there. 1+1 upgrades, by the way, on the metal they're pointing out, and that's probably going to be GG right there. I mean, I think all he's got to do at this point, honestly, ForGG, all he's got to do is a move. He's got 2 expansions up and running, and considering that Com only has 1 up and running and working on a 2nd one now, I think that it means that Com is just so far behind there. It doesn't even make sense to stay in for your team. I mean, I understand. I'm sure his teammates appreciate the effort that he's putting in, but man, it's like one of those games where you just watch and you're like, it's just GG. You know, there's no chance that you can win it. He's got a Defiler out, and yeah, Splash does a lot of damage under Swarm. I guess it doesn't do damage if the Lurkers are burrowed, but you know, one of the things that it doesn't matter is the fact that they have to try to get in range, and there's so many tanks they're never going to get there, so they are going to go down. It looks like that 1 is going to make it in and probably do enough damage to at least push back the Mech for a 2nd, but that's going to be it. He's got 1 Lurker into Swarm, surrounded by spider mines. As soon as that Swarm goes down and Scan goes down, that's going to be it. Those drones are all about to get intercepted by Vultures. I don't know if he actually... Yeah, he has yet to actually turn them around. Oh, he turns them around at the last second, and ForGG notices in spider mines. Wow. Oh, just
Oh,
clearing
ouch.
out Hydras.
Brutal.
And that, man, that's going to be it.
You know, the only thing that could help him win is if ForGG falls down some stairs. ForGG known for doing that also. He fell down the stairs a few months ago. Random fact about StarCraft. 4GG fell down the stairs. Most likely pushed by Jadong, is what I heard. But, you know, either that or he gets, I don't know. I mean, there's been no way for him to win. Maybe Calm is another suitor for Toss Girl, and he wants to show off to Toss Girl, his teammate. You know, hey, I can hang in there just like Watson can after I've
Look
lost.
at my EP.
But yeah, yeah. A moving tanks and glides there. Oh man, how many Spider Mine casualties have there been? It's just amazing to watch. All right, those lurkers
17.
are good against Dark Swarm. Yeah, there's been 17, something like that. Nice swarming. I mean, this is all good efforts, but I could even lay some mines there if Watson could. And that would kill off the lurkers too, but looks like he's just actually no, wait, they do detect burrow units, don't they?
Well,
I'm actually
mines. Yeah.
yeah,
They go after
yeah, they do.
burrows.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, he would lay some mines. Those Hydra's gonna get melted. Yeah, there we go. That's the splash damage there for you. And there's nothing for Calm to do. He should just type out.
His new expansion's gone, and he GG's, and that's going to be it, folks. So, looks like we're going to a set 4. So, we'll see you guys there. GG.
Back versus July.
확실히 두 번째 경기에서 이재동 선수가 패배를 했기 때문에 박지수 선수가 다시 한번 이렇게 위력적인 모습을 보여줄 필요가 있었고 딱 필요한